Hello, my Tauruses, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. And yes, I am Debbie. So today we're reading for March 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I have done an overview for the weekend and I kind of talk about what's going on with March. And it is called A Time for Wishes. And I think it was really interesting. Got the name because of the cards I drew. So that's a positive. Though I do, like I said, I think you need to take a look, just kind of get an idea what I'm talking about with all of this. I also tell you that these are general readings, that they may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I do think this is a good time for reevaluation. I think this for you, my Tauruses. I think you need this is a time for you to reevaluate your plans, where you want to go, where you've been. Again, it's a time for truth, looking at things, taking off rose-colored glasses, looking at them very clearly, and forgiveness. There's a sense of forgiveness happening, and I don't know if this is for you to forgive yourself or for you to forgive others, but I do feel like there's, again, we have the full moon coming up on the 7th, and it's a wonderful time. I'm always talking about forgiveness, forgiving others. And again, I don't mean you have to bring them back into your life. That is not what I'm saying. Forgiveness is to purify your energies. And, many ways you can forgive and just, hey, you stay there. You stay there. You don't have to come into my boundaries. What I like to do is I like to send it to God. This was something I got in the 90s. It's been a very powerful prayer for me. And sometimes I bring it up and feel like I need to do it this time around. And it's like, I'll just say, God, give this person what they need give this person what they need to become the person you want them to be. And I will let you know, either there will be a miraculous change, and I like to say angels sing, or it's out of your hands now. It's no longer yours to deal with. So just putting that out there for my Tauruses, because you've always been so kind and really very supportive of me and my channel. So thank you for that too. So let's see, higher power, what is it that you need, or what is it that you would like to say, want to say, for our Tauruses? Higher power, Holy Spirit, what is it that they need to know? What is it that you want to say? Okay, 1, 2, and 3, nothing is reversed. So let's see what we've got for my Tauruses. First card up, Justice. This has popped up. This popped up. Oh my goodness, this popped up for Sagittarius. So if you have any Sag blood or Sag in your star chart, or in your birth chart, natal chart, or if you know a Sagittarius, you may want to take a peek, cross-watch. So with the Radley Valentine deck, and if you follow me and these cards come up, the Justice card in traditional tarot is an 11. Strength card is the 8. But I really connect with these cards, so I continue to do that. I continue to use these cards. The 8, and again too, as I've said before, I look at it as there is strength in justice and justice in strength. So we have an 8. We have unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Think of it as that infinity sign. So there's things happening around you. And again, too, it's funny that I would say, what I just said, that I would share you my karmic prayer, especially when there is when the justice card comes up. And again, it is a karmic prayer. And Saturn going into, Saturn is known as the Lord of Karma. So interesting with this. So there is justice, there is the balancing of scales, or there is the weighing of things, there is the reevaluation of what is going on. So fair and just decisions, but remember, my Tauruses, do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So interesting with what we were talking about in this coming up. Your next card is the Moon. So we have an 8-1-8. We know what an 8 is all about. 1 is a new beginning, new start. 10 is a transitional energy. So something we're transitioning. Now, are we transitioning on that Virgo moon? We could be. It's an Earth moon. So there could be that major change, but also Saturn is transitioning into Pisces. So there could be, there could be something very positive with that. Saturn doesn't necessarily like being in Pisces because Pisces is a little bit too dreamy for Saturn. But I do feel that for Saturn, I do feel that maybe on the 7th, when this is all happening with this full moon, I do feel that Saturn will be focusing more on specific dreams. Pisces may want to say, no, oh, I want to dream all these things. I think that Saturn's going to be like, no, we need to focus on this. This is what we need to focus. And I think, my Taurus, is that you can resonate with that. I think that you can really put that out there. So I'm going to say, now the moon does have hidden energies. We don't know what's going on that other side, no matter what phase it's in. But I do think, my Taurus, is be very specific this time around, especially if I like to go out and I don't worship the moon, but I look at it as a divine entity, or divine creation, I should say, and I'll put this out to God, and but I think that you need to be very specific in what you want and what you need, okay? Remember, the moon is about release, relinquish, request. The moon is also about the psychic energies, which you have a lot of. So, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Again, releasing fears. Don't live in fear, my Tauruses. I mean, just face it and move through it. Fear is a tool of the devil, tries to keep you from reaching your dreams. Next card is the Four of Fire. So the Four of Fire, Four of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Remember, Jupiter is still in Aries, so that's a very positive energy right now. Four is stabilization, organization. It's also leadership. I love the Four of Rods because it's always a completion. It's always a sense of accomplishment. Okay, so there's a sense of accomplishment. And when you're looking at the traditional, you're looking at the people, they're celebrating in there. So it's kind of like, you've been engaged. Now you culminate in your wedding. You've been going to school. You culminate in your graduation. It's a culmination. It's a sense of accomplishments. It's saying, wonderful job, great job. You are doing really, really great. You have now come to this point where you are, like graduation, wedding, you have culminated now. You have completed a certain journey. You have accomplished much. Okay, so contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So again, this might be, maybe somebody's graduating, maybe someone's getting married, maybe someone's getting engaged, maybe someone has now, they are now up for that promotion. Maybe you've gotten the job. So it's a sense of accomplishment here going on. But again, I do feel that with whatever this transition is, and maybe I'm kind of getting the moon, the seventh, Saturn in Pisces, is be very specific in your dreams. Okay, let's see. And believe that you can accomplish it. Believe that you can accomplish it. Believe that you can make things happen. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay. John Holland, Psychic, Tarot, and Oracle cards. Let's see. What do we have higher power for our Tauruses? What else would you like to give our Tauruses, or tell our Tauruses? What else do they need to know? Sacrifice. So this is the Hanged Man. So this is a 12. So we know the 1 and the 0. 2 is crossroads, choices, decisions. 1 plus 2 is a 3, celebration, creation, the power of 3. So this is I kind of get, this is the Hanged Man energy. But I love her energy in itself. I love that the clouds are these beautiful little flowers. I love that there is a rainbow, on top of her, coming into her crown. That whatever this kind of flower, it's the same color as the rainbow, or maybe the rainbow is just presenting itself onto her. It's just kind of it's who she is. I love that she has come out of the murky waters, and yet she is pristine. There is nothing, even the murky waters, it's not like traveling up and, turning her white gown into this brown or anything. So whatever it is, again, too, this is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is look at things a little bit differently. So what I would do is if I see this card up, I would say whatever you've been going through, whatever you have sacrificed, there is so much more. You have to look at it differently. You have to look at it as maybe it's a growth. And I'm like always, oh, I don't really want to grow that much, but there is kind of I kind of get the pot of gold, the leprechaun type of energy, and we're in March, so who knows? There's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but you're not going to steal it. You more or less, the sacrifice card is more or less, you've earned it. You've earned it. Okay, so something's coming. Look at things a little bit differently. Look at all you've learned. Look at all you've earned. Look at how far you've come. Okay? So look at things a little differently, and don't be afraid of that card at all. You have come out stronger. And like I said, I love how she comes out, and she has that sense of prayer. She is, and she is still looking up at, whoever that is. Okay, let's see. Angels of Abundance. What else do we have here? For our Tauruses. What do we have for our Tauruses? What do we have? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Angels of Abundance. Here we go. Reversed. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Interesting with that one, because, I think you're very willing to give help, my Tauruses. It's the asking for and the accepting is sometimes a little hard for you. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. So a lot of times, prayers are answered through other people. So be open. Be open. If you've been praying, just watch who wants to come and help you with that. Okay, and I don't mean watch out for. I said, watch, accept the help. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. Crystal or energy for my Tauruses. What do we have, Tauruses, for you? Moss agate. I love the new beginnings, nature connections, animal allies, security. Love the energies here. Love the energies. Okay, so my Tauruses, interesting. Let me know. Please help to support the channel by doing the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. With you doing that, that keeps me coming back. I'm also now on Rumble, so please rumble me. As always, though, my Tauruses, always know, always remember that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.